First car I ever drove was a 1981 Mercury Cougar. It was a four-door sedan with a straight six and an automatic. Terrible.
I'm not sure I want to tell you what my first real car was.
My very first car was a 1978 Chrysler LeBaron two-door.
My first car ever was a 65 Mustang Fastback.
With a powerful 318 automatic transmission.
I didn't even appreciate it for what it was. I just thought it was just a really neat car.
The first car I ever owned was a 1990 Chevy Cavalier.
Completely loaded tan velour interior.
Now, as time's gone on, boy, I wish I still had that one.
My first collector car was a 2004 Mazda Miata, Mazda Speed Edition.
Currently in the garage, I've got a 1969 Austin Healey Sprite.
I've got a 1918 Willys Overland touring car.
I have a 1966 Chevelle two-door hardtop SS396.
My 1961 Cadillac Series 62.
A 66 Malibu convertible.
I have a 1966 Sunbeam Tiger.
A 1970 Chevelle Nomad station wagon.
I've got a 2011 Mitsubishi Evolution.
1977 International Scout.
1952 Ford Crestline Victoria Gasser Project.
I have a 1989 GMC pickup Z71 Sportside.
And I also have a 1970 Jaguar E-Type.
And I also have a nostalgia front engine dragster that runs 840s and a quarter.
There has yet to be a car that I've owned that wasn't some kind of a tinkering device for me.
First car I ever bought as a project was a 1968 Porsche 911T.
My first project car was the 2004 Mazda Speed Miata. It's an ongoing project, but so far we have a few engine upgrades.
Ooh, my favorite, I like all the car projects.
Probably one of my favorite projects I've done was bringing that 64.5 Mustang back from California so we could restore it for the 50th anniversary.
Well, that's the original short wheelbase early 911. And when I bought it, it needed everything. It needed stuff I didn't even know how to begin on.
It's running on 15 pounds of boost. It has larger fuel injectors.
Did the 69 Camaro restoration project with Hagerty. That certainly was a favorite.
And I learned a lot about working on cars from that, doing brakes, engine, transmission, eventually painted it, did an interior for it. And by the time I was done with it, it was a really snappy little car.
My favorite project is the 1961 Cadillac. It's a classic. She's classy.
My 66 that I did with my wife probably tops the best. We did that so we could have it in our wedding.
I've been to Hershey many times, and as I've walked the stalls and aisles and seen all the different parts for sale, you're hearing about this project and thinking about putting a car together in a very limited time frame from those parts available was really intriguing.
It was kind of an idea born between David and myself of there's probably enough parts at Hershey to build a car.
You know, after we got done laughing at ourselves, it was, hey, I think we can do that.
We found ourselves a chassis of a 46 Ford that we're going to be able to title and put a license plate on and build it at Hershey and bring it back to Traverse City.
This is the farthest gone car truck that I've ever worked on, so I'm really looking forward to bringing a truck back from the dead.
All my projects over the years have been American cars, European cars, old cars, complicated cars, and I think from a mix of those different things, I'll be able to put some things together with the team.
This will be the first vehicle I've worked on in this era. I've done 30s, I've done 60s and 70s, but I have not done 40s and 50s.
Well, one of the biggest challenges to start is going to be finding the parts, the proper parts at fair prices.
If we can't find a good engine for a good price, if we can't find a good transmission.
It's definitely a crapshoot as far as what shows up to Hershey. We got an idea what's typically there, so we're going off of our experience of what's normally there, but that always can be the monkey wrench.
I have a lot of faith in the talent. I think absolutely we have the capability of pulling it off.
And if we keep it simple, don't try and get too complicated, I think we can get on it and get it done.
It's a great team, great people. They have all sorts of different experiences, and all those experiences combined are going to make our team successful.